as well. I help Do, 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 do.
Hello, hello.
Hello there. How are you doing?
Oh, decent. My parents just got divorced, but ain't that bad.
Congratulations.
Hmm?
Congratulations.
Hmm.
People say I'm not nice. I congratulate people.
No, it ain't that bad, really. Oh, good. Let me. There we go.
Okay, really bad. Wonderful. Let's just wait for people to join. Oh, Francisco, how you doing?
Hi. Oh, good, thanks. You?
Okay, my Wi-Fi is seemingly acting up. One second, let me just change Wi-Fi. Wonderful. You guys there?
Hello.
Abu Bakr, we were doing a 1 minute silence because Dio's parents got divorced and you broke it. You broke the silence by coming in and saying hello. How, you see? How do you feel now?
Sorry, dear.
Ah, no worries. It's so good.
Anyways, so does anyone have any dying questions that they've been able to think of over the weekend, or should we get started?
Like, I have some outreach question, but
Go
I don't
ahead.
know if.
Ask.
Hmm?
Ask.
Like, I restarted doing outreach consistently, and basically I've done 1,000 without book any.
Where are you calling?
Sorry?
Where are you calling?
From Goeleb to Tampa, real estate agents.
Yes, you were gonna have that experience because of your accent. Eastern, like European accents don't have the great conversion rate when it comes to calling Americans. You will have to do like 7 times more the amount of calls than anyone else. Also, have you changed your phone number on Go High Level when you're calling, or using the same number?
No, I've been using the same number, but I've called different prospect. I
Yeah,
never.
I know. But if you overuse a number, it's gonna end up on spam.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
How how much do you have to overuse that number?
Me myself, I would be changing the number twice a week.
Okay.
So beginning of the week, and then Wednesday, Thursday, I'll change it up. But Wednesday, realistically. But it depends how much calling. If you're doing like 100 calls, that's like you don't have to change that often. Like this is for the like when you're doing 500 calls,
Okay.
300 to 500
Got you.
daily.
So realistically, for getting some result and booking, I should do at least more than 500 a day, because now I'm doing 200, but basically a lot of people say me the same things that you just said, that of the accent, that a lot of people are calling from Europe that don't speak good English, and yeah.
But then that would be one of the reasons. There's some stuff that we can do. Just stay 15 minutes afterwards. I'll tell you what we can do. Yeah?
Okay,
At the end
okay,
of the
okay,
call.
okay.
Wonderful. Does anyone else have any questions? No? Wonderful. Let's see what we're doing today. So let me just get my pen. Let me get my pen, as I want to go over 3 different ones today. 1 second. So we have silence. Then we have four, and then we need one more. Objection handling. Wonderful. Does anybody know why I've picked 3? So wonderful. So the reason for picking 3 is you only need 3, as in you only need to get very good at 3 of the laws, right? Any more, slight overkill. Some laws apply more to other people. For example, Francesco, Dio, you're gonna have to know niche knowledge a lot more than anybody else. But let's go with these 3 for now. So very simple question. Somebody tell me the breakdown of a sales call. Dio.
Positive report, negative report, presentation, and objection handling.
You guys can see my screen, right? Yep. There we go. So, Francisco, this is very simple. What is positive rapport?
A
Francisco.
response, a good response to the customer.
Marcus, please save the Italian. What is positive rapport?
You make open questions to understand the pain points, and basically it's that.
Dio, please save both Marcus and Francisco.
Positive report is where we get to know where the prospect is, where he or she wants to go, and what's stopping them from getting there.
So my question is, Marcus and Francisco, how are you getting whooped by a 15-year-old? Have you ever watched that TV show, Are You Smarter Than a 15-year-old? Abu Bakr, what is negative rapport?
It's when you kind of challenge the prospect.
Second. Okay, Abu Bakr, speak. What? I didn't get the door, but just speak to Dio and find out the real thing, and then give that back to me.
Dio.
Yeah. Negative report is where you make the prospect feel like shit, right? So you
Yeah.
need to make them point the finger at themselves, and you need to ask them the right questions so that they realize that why they're not where they want to be is because of themselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, today we're going to spend our time around objection handling. This is going to be fun because I'm basically going to abuse you guys as you'll fuck up on objection handling. Thank you, bud. There's more?
Smooth and completely after you need to put some.
Okay, okay. Don't know what he said. So, each one of you need to give me an example of an objection that will happen on a sales call. We'll kick it off with the smartest, Celine.
Sorry, my call disconnected, so I didn't hear anything.
I need you to give me an example of an objection that you will get on a call towards the end of the call.
I cannot pay that.
Okay, Mansoor.
You don't have enough experience.
Marcus,
How does that can help my business?
how does that can help my business? Is that what you said?
How can you help my business?
This is at the end of a call.
Okay, so can you show me the portfolio you have with other clients?
Wonderful. Abu Bakr,
I need to reconvene with my wife.
Karen,
I don't have the money in my bank account right now.
Francesca,
You are not enough competent.
you're not enough competent.
Yeah, you mean to
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
decline?
Yeah, that's fine. And Dio,
I need to think about it.
wonderful. Now, I'm going to be throwing you guys objections. Do not fuck it up. If you fuck it up, in the essence of saving time, I will just say skip. It means you fucked up and you need to think again. So, Dio, I need to think about it.
What would you say you need to think about?
Just everything you just showed me. I need to think about it. Are you free tomorrow to speak?
No, actually, I just want to know, is there anything specific you'd think about?
Yeah, I like to process stuff. Like I like to take 24 hours before I make a decision.
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Skip. Marcus. It's too expensive.
We were talking about quality leads. How many money you think you should?
No, you fucked up. Yes. When it comes to expensive, what part is expensive? Do you believe that it is too expensive relative to what we provide? Is it that you do not have enough money saved up? Is it that you allocated your budget elsewhere? Why the fuck is it expensive? Because what the fuck does that mean? Is it too expensive for what you receive, or is it too expensive because you're poor? Like, what are we doing here? Because those are two completely different objections that need to be handled. Right? So now, Abu Bakr, I want you to handle the objection. I think it's not worth the money. It's too expensive. I don't think it's worth it. Handle that objection.
Yeah, so we've gone through this. We went through the ROI breakdown before, and I showed you that you will be making profit.
I'm just worried. I'm just worried the quality is not going to be there, making it too expensive. So what can you do for me? Skip. Karen, it's too expensive because I don't have enough money in my bank account.
So how much money do you actually how much money are you willing to spend right now as of this moment? Is it anything because you have really not enough money?
Yeah, I just don't have enough money.
And what's the reason behind that? Like, is the business not working right now?
But yeah, it's just not going as I wanted it to go.
So what is your expectation?
Well, I bet you tell me I can't work with you, you're going to give me a discount. I'm hoping you're going to give me a discount.
Why do you want me to give you a discount?
Oh, juice coconut. Because I don't have enough money in my bank account, Karen.
Okay, let's get a little bit more specific. We talked about a certain fee. Like how much would you be comfortable with for me to give you a discount?
Well, what's the maximum that you can do?
It depends on it depends on your situation, and I want you to believe that the service which we are going to offer you is going to bring you much more money than you do have in your bank account right now.
It was going really well until you asked me to believe in Santa Claus. Yes. Like,
Okay.
terrible statement. I want you to believe it's going to work out.
So what would I need to say
Hmm.
instead of trying to, because I think the problem was, right, that I wanted you to believe me again, but we were talking not about the service, but about the money. So what should I say?
Every single one of you will bump into somebody, yes, who does not have enough money in their bank account. I don't care what niche you are. You're going to bump into someone with no money. They believe you. They want to believe you even more. Yes. But then the second you say, I want you to believe me, that's going to make me think, well, I did fucking believe you. But right now I don't believe you because you told me I need to believe you. Does that make sense? Thank you, bye. Now, the one thing that you want, the one thing that you'd want to address, or that you can address in this circumstance, is on the basis that you had enough money, is this something that you'd want to get started with? Right? Let's just put the money to the side. Let's assume you're in abundance. Is it something that you want to get started with? They'll say, yes, wonderful. It's not the fucking service. It's just the money. How much do you have in your bank account? They're going to deflect as I deflected. You then need to hit them with a, look, I can throw you 1,000 different offers, but there's a good chance half of them won't work because of the money in the bank account or the lack thereof. So I need to know what situation you're in detail, so I can understand what I can actually do for you if I can do something for you. So you need to know the bank details. Yeah. And then if they give pushback, we'll hit them with a little bit of negative rapport. The amount that you have in your bank account now, what's more important to you? Me not knowing that number, or you not being in a situation where you don't have enough to pay for stuff again? Right? Then you can go down. There's loads of routes. You can go down by the ego. There's a good chance I'll give it to you, so on and so forth. But it was all good until you told me to believe in fairies. Celine, I need to speak with my fiance.
Yeah, and what do you exactly want to speak about?
Well, obviously what we went over today. I need to tell her everything that I learned.
Okay, that's good, but what are there any parts you
She's gonna,
specifically want to talk about?
yeah, all of it. She's gonna want to know all of it. So are you free to speak tomorrow?
Okay, is there anything you'd like me to explain again? Or
No, you've been wonderful. You've been a star. Honestly, I have everything. I just need to tell her everything now. So are you free to touch base tomorrow or the day after? Skip. Mansoor, I'm not that confident. I don't think this is for us. So I'm gonna have to give it a pass.
Why is that? Could you tell me more about that?
I don't see that our visions align. Like I feel like you're really trying to push us to make a lot of money, and I'm trying to push a really good service. So like I think we have different morals and different visions. I just don't think it's gonna work out. But I really
Oh.
appreciate it. And if anything changes, I'm more than happy to speak again.
Well, to be honest, I appreciate your honesty and expressing your opinions freely. But as I told you, and as I explained about our ROI and how it can really improve your business and how it helps so many real estate agents in the niche. So yeah, it really works.
What the fuck did you just say? Yes, I gave you the point. You're not listening. I gave you the point that I'm focused more on my clients' happiness than making money off my clients. And then you said, you're going to make a lot of ROI, as I told you before. Right? What you need to be focused on is look, our systems work very well. Yes, I'm focused on the business, and I'm really happy that you're focused on the happiness of your customers, but I don't see how the two don't work together and fuel each other. The higher quality and the more quantity we give you, the more people you can help. So on and so forth, so on and so forth. That's how you handle that. But you didn't even listen to me. Abu Bakr, can we, I really like it. Can we start in 2 months?
Why wait?
It's just the season right now, everything that we have in our pipeline. I just know it's not going to get the attention. So I think it's best we start in a few months.
Why do you think it won't get the attention?
Because I'm just super busy right now.
So it's So it's on you that we can't start now.
Yes.
Your willingness to not work straight away.
What do you mean my willingness to not work straight away?
So correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying that we can't start now because you think you're too busy.
Yes, I know I'm too busy.
Right.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, for goodness. Was that everything?
Yeah.
Thank you, bud. Thank you. Who wants to try it? Okay, Karen. Can we start in 2 months? But we're gonna go again now. However, this time you're all gonna get a ranking. You're all gonna get your names here, right? And then I want you guys to think of objections, and I'll handle them. I'll try my best to handle them. So, Karen, can we start in 2 months, if you wouldn't mind? I really like to do. It's just 2 months is gonna be better for me.
So why is that? What do you think will be different than 2 months?
Just I'll have more time availability, and I'll be able to really focus on what you guys do.
So let's get back to where we started at. We were talking about you wanted to grow your business, right?
Yes.
So imagine where you could be at, where you started off right now. Do you have the road in mind where you actually want to go? Like, do you know which steps are next we're going to take?
What do you mean by that?
Like, where was I able to explain early on which would be the next possible step?
Yes.
So then you're also aware of the fact that us working together doesn't implement for you to have a lot of workload, right?
Yeah, but I'll still have to deal with more customers, and I just feel like I can't give them the time, and I will be able in 2 months.
So the point is that you are afraid of actually losing customers once we start working together.
Yes. And then it wouldn't be worth the money that I'm paying.
So look, I really appreciate you taking a look after your customers. And as this is also for us the biggest priority, there, in my opinion, is really no intervention between us working together. Because look, if we start working together, your customers will even get a better service than before.
See, Karen, the only thing is you're speaking too much. You're telling me too many things. I need to be the one breaking it down. You need to be rearranging, right? And your 2 points that you should be focusing on is if we were working together 2 months ago, would you be in a better position than what you are in now? That's one question that is very important to ask in the circumstance. And the next thing is, how on earth do you know how busy or not busy you're going to be in 2 months? Like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm like, what country I'm going to be in 2 months, let alone how busy I'm going to be. Right. And you need to address those 2 points and say, what's more important, action or thought? Right. It's nice to say that, and it's much more, it's not convincing me that you're right. It's convincing me that I'm wrong. Do you see the difference?
Mm-hmm. I see.
Karen, we're giving you 3 stars there. Who wants to go next? Oh, Marcus. I saw you move your hand. Wonderful. Marcus, it's just a little bit too expensive. Can we start when I've got a bit more money?
Yes, we can start when you have money, but where are you putting your money right now in terms of marketing? Where are you investing your money right now? Because you were selling homes, you're having sellers and buyers. You have like,
Yes. I've put it all into a mortgage into a new house. I just bought a house, and as such, I'm super low on cash.
okay, is there any other person who who works with you that can be involved in this deal?
What do you mean?
I mean, is there a way that you and your team can?
Marcus,
Yes.
I just told you I'm cash poor. So what is my priority? What should be my priority?
Having money,
And how the fuck do I get money?
working.
There we go. It's not about
So-
adding. You go ahead. Go ahead.
So, can we work in a way that the leads you have, the leads we send to you, and the deals you close, then you can pay us in a retainer fee?
What do you mean?
What I mean is you pay for this one-time fee, and then after you having more cash, you just pay me back.
You see, that's perfectly fine, except you did that incorrectly. Right? I said no, you gave me another option. If you want to go down that road, I need to give you an option, and then you have to counter my option. Because what you basically said is, I asked for something, you said no. I said okay, but can we do this?
Okay, yes.
All right. So it's in between a 2 and a 3. But you know, I'm a nice guy, so I'm going to give you a 2.
Okay.
Well, wonderful. Dio, look, buddy, you seem like a really nice guy. I just don't think you have the experience. So for that reason, it's a no from me.
Just curious, is it because of my age, my looks?
Yeah,
How old do you think I am?
honestly, younger than my son. And I think my son's, what, 16 right now?
What if I told you I were 18?
Wouldn't make much of a difference.
Hmm.
Just a child in my eyes.
Why would it make difference?
Because at the age of 18, you can finally drink a drink.
So, do you think it's purely the lack of expertise or anything
Yes.
else?
Yeah. You seem very mature. You seem very, you know, I hope the best for you. I just don't want to put my money in a gamble.
Do you want to take a look at some of the results I've been able to achieve for other clients?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
And how many results do you have to show me, Dio?
Yeah, so we're actively working with 3 clients at
No.
the moment.
Okay, firstly, 3 clients is not a lot of clients. When someone says lack of experience, you don't tell them that you have fucking 3 clients.
Okay. How
'Cause
much do I tell them I have? 5, 10?
No, no, no,
How much?
no. You
Or
you said no. You said show me. Can I show you results?
yeah.
Sure. So you better fucking show me results, not tell me your imaginary
Yeah,
results.
of course, but okay.
All right. So you put yourself in a hole there, and as such, you see, I feel bad because your parents just got divorced. So I want to give you a 2, but I'm a nice guy, so I'm going to give you a 1 as you put yourself in a hole there, and you should have been able to handle that. Now, next one. Let's go with Mansoor. Mansoor,
Yeah.
I need to speak. I like everything. The only thing is it's $5,000. For that reason, I need to speak with my wife. Can we touch base tomorrow?
I see, but could you tell me more about your financial situation?
No. We can afford it. It's just it's a big investment, so I want to speak to my wife before I move forward with this.
But like, is there anything that you'd like to address about our like working with me?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like, or is it all about the finances?
Yes.
Yeah, so I see. As I showed you the results, everything is guaranteed. Like we can guarantee you having a
I
good
know.
business with us.
That's
So
fine. I have to speak with my wife.
I see, but who's the like decision maker in your business?
Well, it's me, but this is a big investment.
Well, I showed you the ROI and how it can really impact and how you can make your money back within the next 6 months. So,
Yes. No, I get all of this, but I can't make this decision without my wife.
well, is there anything else apart from that that I can help you with?
No.
Well, then when can we schedule another call?
That's a fuck. You fucked up. Oh. 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 My mother doesn't hug me. Now, Mansoor, you fucked up due to the fact that you agreed to the end of the call and you didn't go into any detail, right? Firstly, find out if my wife works in the sector. Does she know what the fuck I do? Yes. On the basis that she does know what I do, which aspects, if any, would result in failure from her point of view? Let's try and handle her point of view. And now, in regards to my point of view, can you guys hear me? Yeah. In regards to my point of view, what is the weakest aspect of the process? If there was any doubts, not saying that there are, but if there were any, what would they be in? Right? And then you want to, it's all about getting into my head, right? And you have to keep me on that call and you have to keep going into my head until something clicks. I'm like, fuck it, let's go. Right? But I'm gonna give that a 2. Opa. Wonderful. Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr. It all seems very good. I'm happy to get started. However, I don't want to pay anything until I see the first closed deal.
So, unfortunately, I can't do that for you. It makes sense, but can I ask why?
Did you just say it makes sense? Yes. Your first response facially needs to be confusion. You have to pretend that you've never fucking heard anyone ever fucking say that before, making me feel out of the norm. Right? You don't tell me that it makes sense. If anything, you say, sorry, did you say you want to pay me after a close? Right?
Yeah.
And you don't say it doesn't make sense. You need to figure out why. Is it a lack of trust? Is it that I don't have the financials? What is the reasoning to my absurdities? So let's try that again. I'm happy to get started, but I only want to pay after I see results.
You want to pay after seeing results?
Yes, close deals.
Why?
Would you so that I know you guys work. So I know I'm not being scared.
But is this because you can't afford it, or?
Yeah, I'll be honest. It's a little bit above my budget.
Right. So, what if I can show to you results that we've made in the past?
Nah. You're going well until you doubted yourself, then you started overthinking, and then you didn't give me a good answer. First thing you need to know is, what is my budget? Right? You have to calm me down, and we're now leaving. We have to leave the realm of free and go into my budget to see what can be afforded, what can't be afforded, so on and so forth. Right?
Okay.
We're gonna give you Abu. I spelled your name wrong. Abu Bakr. Yes. Now, Celine, it all seems very good. I just need to sleep on it. So, are you free to speak tomorrow?
Well, what are things? I mean, why? Ugh. Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's go again.
Celine, I like everything. I just never make a rash decision, so I need to sleep on it.
Okay, is there anything you need clarification on?
No. It all seems very good. Let me just sleep on it. Yeah?
Okay, but what? Oh,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We left the best to last, Francesco. Francesco, look, it all seems good. I'm ready to get started in a week. Are you available to get me onboarded next Monday?
Why not now?
So I'm too busy right now. I've got a funeral to attend to, then I've got a wedding.
Okay, I totally understand your perspective, but you have to remember what we say. What's more important to you?
Francisco, you fucked up. What you need to be asking is for if I have my card ready, you've got no issues onboarding me, you'll have everything set up by that following Monday to hit the ground running.
Okay.
Yes. And one thing I would do is I would tell them to get the card ready and then quickly ask them a question about the wedding or the funeral so that they don't overthink and get the card ready. So I double distract them. Now, in the art of saving time, can you all... So what we're going to do is we're going to split the group to Dio's hugging his mom or eating. I don't know. So until Dio returns. You're all picking partners, or at the very least, one of you is picking a partner, or half of you are picking a partner, and the two of you are going to go up against me. Make it really fucking difficult. Let's see how I handle your objections. So I'm going to pick one name, that person pick a partner, so on and so forth. All right, Abu Bakr.
Celine.
Marcus.
Karen.
And then Mansour and Francisco, you guys are together, okay? So who wants to go first?
Yeah, let's start.
Wonderful. So give me your objection, make it as fucking difficult as you possibly humanly can.
So I would really like to get started with you today, but
Oh, that's amazing. Honestly, I know that this is going to go really well, so I'm very keen. If I can ask, when it comes to handing...
actually,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Let me do something first. Actually, I spoke to another like kind of competitor of yours before that, and
Yeah.
he made me a very similar offer. And actually, we were just like, if you think that onboarding is like 100%, we were at 99%. And I cannot really compare it to you right now.
You can't compare... Sorry, I didn't understand.
Yeah, the point is that your service is basically the same.
And why didn't you get started with them? I'm just curious.
We were going to set up another appointment for tomorrow.
Okay, so then when it comes to picking them or picking us, like, have you made a decision?
As I said, I was just shortly before having an appointment with them. The appointment is already booked with them tomorrow.
Wait, so you've had an appointment with them or you haven't?
I'm going to have the last appointment with them tomorrow to get onboarded.
Okay, so you're going to join them.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And we're basically the same thing. And price, are they similar price to us?
Yeah, it's similar.
Okay, so my curiosity is on the basis that I don't know who they are, so I can't argue against them. I'm simply going to ask you, why can't you run with both of us?
Because
Rather-
it's too expensive, right? Because I'm not going to spend double money on that.
You see, I understand double the money. Are you confident that I'll be able to get your results and they will be able to get your results?
Yes.
So if I could ask, what's their price points? I just want, at the end of the day, if we don't get started, we don't get started. That's okay. But I want to see what's possible because I know that we'll get great results, right? So that's why I'm just asking just a few questions. What is the budget that you'd say that you have? Let's just say just for advertisement.
In total, you mean per month on a monthly basis or what?
Well, if their pricing is like us, they've got a setup fee, monthly fee, and then the running ads. Is that correct?
Yeah, let's do it like we are able to spend around 5K a month right now.
Okay, so we've got the setup fee, we have the ads, and we've got the monthly retainer. Now, how much are you planning on running with them in terms of the ads?
3,000.
Okay, so 3K. And if I can ask their setup fee?
1K.
1K. And then their monthly?
Also 1K.
Okay, so you're looking at 4K getting started, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've still got 1K remaining on the ad budget, right? So if I could ask, because obviously they're good, I don't want to shit on them. Would you be against doing a 1K with us then? 1K ad budget, so we can show you how good we are in the first month, and then you just change their ads to 2K, and at the end of the day, you're still in the budget. So you've got 5K, 1K goes to them, 1K goes to us. With them, you got 2K ad budget. With us, we got 1K ad budget. This way, for the exact same ad budget that you've allocated, you're able to split or you're able to mitigate risk and put it onto both parties. Now, hopefully both parties succeed, and on the basis that both succeed, you can scale with both, right?
I'm afraid that the ads you're going to do for me will not be aligned, like in terms of the design and so on, in terms of our representation to the outside world.
But then what makes you say that?
Because you two are completely different. Like the things you showed me earlier on, the ads, how they are looking like, this is completely different than the actual ads that the other company is doing.
And if I can ask, do you care more about what the ads look like or the results that come from the ads? Are you trying to look pretty or get results?
Actually, for our company, it is very important to have something like a standardized approach to the outside, like a standardized marketing approach, because we have a brand to build.
No, that I understand. But then from our side, we wouldn't be focused much on branding. We'd be focused much more on ROI. So the people that we're getting in are coming straight into the pipeline rather than building up an image. Does that make sense?
It does, but then we're probably not the best fit because we are not solely looking at the ROI, but also on our brand.
Okay. If I can ask, is it because you guys are happy with the results that you're getting right now, or why the play for branding rather than
Because
straight
we also want to grow organically with the branding.
Yeah. But then
No,
when it comes, go ahead.
yes, go on.
When it comes to that, is it that more people know your name? That's what you mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the image we wanted to show people organically, that what I said.
And if I could ask, is it better to get referrals organically, or is it better to get people who don't know you to then come through the whole process A to Z? Which one's more effective?
The idea would be the mix of them, of both of them.
I know that's fine, but then which one is more effective? A referral coming in through the door, resulting in more referrals, or someone new who's never heard of, who doesn't know how good you guys are?
First one?
So you'd rather referrals, right?
Yeah.
But that would be based not so much on branding, that's based much more on acquisition. So that's getting more clients to get more clients through acquisition rather than through branding. Do you disagree?
Actually, let me say something because of the you want us to get new clients. For us, it's very important to build a relationship with our clients because we have the most clients which are like on a regular basis and not new clients. Because this is harder for us. We also have to get them onboarded, right? So this is a high expense for us too to get only new clients besides just keeping the old ones.
But I'll be very honest, when it comes to keeping the old ones and entertaining new clients, that's what you guys have to do. But at the end of the day, growing as a company, you want everyone to know who you are. You're going to need to handle acquisition. Like irrelevant of what happens, whether you go down a full branding route or full acquisition route, you're going to have more customers. But then I'm just confused why you say you don't want more customers if everything that you're doing right now is to get more customers. Are you worried that you'll break if you get, like, if we were to join and bring you too many customers? Is that the concern?
I didn't get the point, I think.
My point is that you're saying that your focus is also on the recurring customers rather than the new customers.
Exactly.
But whether you go down the branding route or whether you go down the straight ROI route, you're going to end up, assuming it goes well, with a lot more customers. So I don't get your point.
And all of those customers we'll have to onboard them, to set up everything for them. So this is like a high fee for us in the beginning, and we don't have the resources right now to deal with so many customers. Like if you get us new clients and the other agency, then we are underwater kind of.
So what you're saying is you don't want to maximize the yield from your 5K, and you rather the returns be average than too high, because too high would break your business?
Yeah, right now it would be so overwhelming.
Marcus, you also believe that too many clients coming in would break the business?
Yes, actually, we look for having clients, but also having time for ourselves. I mean, that's what you also want, to have a life and not just, handle all the clients and not being able to deliver the services we offer.
Wonderful. So we're going to come out of roleplay for this one, because this one is a more challenging one to handle, because fundamentally you guys are not being logical. Like, either you're being logical and honest or not being logical. But let's assume you're being honest, right? I can't go down the road of we won't do that well. If too much will break the business, too much will break the business. The only thing I can do is to get you to realign the return on investment of the 5K. So in this one, you have 5K, you need to maximize how much you're going to get from that 5K. But then I also need a lot more context that I would have got from Discovery in terms of where you're at, where you're trying to be, the differences there. And I don't want to make something up just to help me. Yes. But all in all, you guys worked well together as a team. Good objection handling. Or good questions. Next one, the powerhouse, Celine and Abu Bakr.
Okay. Do you want to start, Celine, or should I?
For the sake of time, Abu Bakr, kick us off.
Yeah, so everything seems good, but I've been scammed before. You don't. I want to see more proof of your work before I go into this.
Okay, now, Celine, anything you'd like to add to that before I address it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Abu Bakr, is it that you're worried about the full time? Like,
We
is
want to
it
see the results.
so? Is it concern that I'm going to run away with your money, or is it concern that the results won't be good?
Well, the last person the last agency we went for, they completely took off with our money. Didn't show any results at all.
Okay, and now from our point of view, how would we want to break this down in terms of results? Is it that we're getting you appointments and then you're happy with us? Is it that you need to see? They obviously closes are ideal, but at what point do you say, you know what, these guys aren't like what we've seen before?
I want to see results. I want to see you guys booking me appointments. I want to see you guys bringing me in clients.
Okay, cool. That's not an issue. And financially, everything's good. You're just worried about putting it all down at once, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So then how would you if you were to meet me halfway, obviously I can't say I'll agree to it. How would you want to break it down so that we could maybe put it into parts, separate it? What ideas would you have so that you feel more confident with us?
Well, really, I don't really want to spend any money up front. I want to see the results coming in first.
And then where's the safety from my side?
Well, you could be scamming us, so we don't.
To the same extent, you could be scamming me.
Well, you reach out to us. We're not scamming. We're not scamming you.
No. Perfectly fine. But for all I know, right, you guys have joined this call and you have the intentions for us to build everything out. You kick us out and then you have everything. So I'm happy to potentially meet, but I want to meet somewhere, not just bend over. I'm sure you can understand. So how can we both be happy in this circumstance? What ideas do you have?
Well, maybe you don't have to go all out. You just need to show us a few results at start.
And what would you show from your side? If I said to you that give me $1 so I know that your bank account isn't at zero, and then I'll get started, would you guys be okay with that?
No.
Why?
Wait, say that again, sorry.
So if I had said, all I need from your side is $1, and
Yeah.
we'll get. Would you get started?
Oh yes, yeah.
Why would you do? Oh,
No.
For $1, yeah.
Yeah. So I just needed context. So then I'd like to know, there's going to be a number that it's too much for you guys. There's going to be a number that works for you guys. $1 works, right? And I'm sure $2 work. So what is the number that you're like, you know what, we're happy to put this down. Let's call it as a deposit or getting started, right? And we just split the payments up. So the first few leads come in, next payment is due. The next amount, the next is due. Once you guys have spoken or met with one of the customers, the remaining is due. So we can split it up for your comfort. But then what is the line between yes and no with you guys to get started?
Firstly, can I ask, can you show me any previous results of previous clients?
I'd be able to show you, but I would find that to be disingenuous, right? The reason for it is, yeah, we've got results for other clients, but at the same time, they aren't you guys. The markets are also different, and the times of work being done is different. The approach is different, right? Because at the end of the day, what we do is we provide the leads, but then we have different conversion rates based on the client's experience. I'm sure you guys know some of your competitors are absolutely terrible when it comes to handling clients. And I'm sure you guys know competitors who are killing it in the market. Does that make sense? Just
Yes.
going back, if you don't mind, I'm just curious to what that number would be, right? So there's a line. Above that line, it's a yes. Below that line, it's a no. What is that number?
See, that being said, I still need to see a little bit of proof, see that you have put in work for different people. As long as I can see from your side that you've been working, then I can come up with a price.
Okay, but then on the basis that I've shown you proof that I'm not a scam, I'd be expecting from your side full payment. Because I've shown you everything of what we do, how we do A, B, C, D. Is that fair enough?
I think that's fair.
So on the basis that I show you results of what we've been able to do, you guys are happy to pay full price today and get started.
What do you think, Celine? I'll go with yes. You can show us results.
Okay, wonderful. At this point, on the basis that I don't have results, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. But what I was doing, I was playing a bit of a gamble. Yes. I've put, you're gonna pay me full price if I show you. But I'm hoping that you're gonna say no to that. And you want to deal more than to show. Right? But then in the interim, what I'd be doing is just like, cool, give me 5 minutes, I'll get everything up and running. And I would just search the fucking web for loads of results. Slap on Photoshop, just quickly see what the fuck I can do, get it done as soon as possible. Yeah. But then I would also want to clarify what is results, because I can show you ad accounts, I can show you our CRMs, but what do you class? What do you want to see? Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Is it an audio recording that you would like? Right? Like what point do you class as success? And then once I've pinpointed it, I can go online and curate everything that I need.
Got you.
Wonderful.
Cool.
And then final one, Mansour Francesco.
Hey, Ismael, how's it going?
Yeah,
We're at the end of the call. It's not fucking how are you going? It's fucking the question.
Yeah, we might like take a break or something. Yeah, so let's start. Like, I believe that we can't really go now with the thing, because I think we have to discuss with our team and make a financial decision regarding that. Yeah.
You have to speak with who, sorry?
Sorry,
Who do you need to speak with?
our financial team.
Okay, can you get them on the call?
Well, I don't think that they're available now, but yeah, we
Can
might
you-
be able to do so. But
Okay.
first, like, we have to discuss an internal matters with each other first before moving on.
What matters?
I rather not to we rather not to disclose them here because they're kind of sensitive and they're regarding the business.
But what do you mean? Why would they be sensitive if it's regarding the business of I'm coming in to boost the business? I'm a bit confused. Like on the basis that you want us to work with you guys and you see that we're a good fit, what we'd want is full transparency. So I'm just a bit curious to what's being hidden.
Like, for example, if we told you some secrets regarding our business, what like guarantees us that you're not going to spread them to our competitors?
Because I've got more important things to do, such as making money for my clients rather than wasting my time speaking to your competitors and revealing secrets.
Well, you can't sell them.
I can sell your secrets.
Yeah.
I'm a bit confused. Like, I put it like this, Mansour, if I was your accountant, right, and I'm here to fix accounting, tax, and just optimize stuff, would you hide from your accountant? Would you hide things?
No, not really.
Okay, so then on the basis that I'm coming in to develop your systems for acquisition, why would you hide anything from me that could potentially hinder? Now, I'm not saying that they would, but at the end of the day, I've been doing this for a very long time. So there could be something that you don't think would hinder me that could hinder me in the process. And what's more important, keeping secrets that are arbitrary or maximizing the results that you get from the work that we do?
Yeah, I see, but like this is our first go together. This is the first time we meet you. So how wasn't the main thing that give us the chance or give us the ability to trust you here?
But I'm confused which aspect of trust. Is it the trust of what you guys needed to discuss, or is it the trust that we're going to get results?
Well, I believe from like both aspects, right, Francesca?
Yeah, I want to show to him to show more results for us. Like in the next few months, what do you guarantee to us?
Now, granted, you both retarded because you now brought up a different objection. But
That's
then,
good.
in regards to the objections, not so much your objection, in regards to the results, what would you want to see from our side in terms of guarantees? Are you looking for oral, like what exactly would you be looking for?
Yeah, ROI.
Okay, and what would you consider to be the ideal ROI? That if there was a guarantee, we don't really do guarantees, but if we were to put a guarantee, what would you want?
I have a number, but I want to listen your first one.
No, no, no. As I said, we don't do guarantees. It's very rare. Like we basically don't. We don't need to. But then I'm just curious what you would want as a guarantee.
Well, we believe that 5x is okay, is our next milestone.
Okay, perfectly fine. But I hope you understand from my side, you can't tell me that the only way you're going to be happy with me is if I 5x your money. Right? So as an example, let's say you put, just for ease of maths, you give me 1,000. If I make that 1,000, 4,000 clean, you can't say, oh, we're not happy, we wanted 5,000. Can you see how that's disingenuous?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Yes. At the end of the day, the way that it works is if I bring you a customer, we mentioned it previously, if I bring you a customer, you will likely get referrals from that one customer. So my goal is just to fill you up with as many customers as possible. Right? If you want to guarantee, we can look at it. But if you were to tell me we will only pay you if you guarantee us 5 times the amount of money that you pay us, I'm gonna have to say that you guys are being a bit, you're stretching at the very least.
Oh, I see that's logic to be honest, but like it's strange like for us to just trust you from the first call. Like a strange guy who called us and we hop on a call to talk to him and just start from day one.
Perfectly fine. Mansour,
Yeah.
from everything that we've spoken about today, do you believe I know what I'm doing, or do you think I'm making it up on the spot?
Well, I can't really say that because I need really enough time to know more about you.
Okay. At this point, I would logically handle this and say it's got nothing to do with me. It's all to do with the systems. Ask me the questions, A, B, C, D. Go like I would like just run through everything again. Say Facebook targeting, people click, they're interested. Like I would just give you a rundown, but I have to hop onto another call. So guys, you all need to work on your objection handling. We're likely going to do that again tomorrow, so come prepared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Okay.
See you guys.